I have received a memorandum of complaint from Mr. Whitfield relative to some concerns that he has of the Election Commission. And I think in this he asked that it be forwarded to the prosecuting attorney, and he asked that it be forwarded to the Department of Justice. Now, if there are those that want to review this, they can. But I am going to follow his the direction of the complaint. I will forward this to Mr. Hunter, if that's Mr. Whitfield. I will forward this to Mr. Hunter, and I will ask for his guidance and forward it to the next level, if that's satisfactory with you.
Yes, sir, that's satisfactory. I would like to, if you allow, if I may, sir.
Yes.
In my complaint, I specifically stated, I outlined the allegations and things that caused me and other people to give concern to drafting that complaint. And basically, we have requested in that complaint that Mr. Stew resign, tender his resignation from this election commission, based upon the facts that are stated within that specific complaint. In the event that he desires not to tender his resignation, I am respectfully requested that this body police his own self, and that this body would take a vote by majority vote to remove Mr. Soffer from this commission. This body has the power to vote by majority vote to police this itself. This body has the power to look at what has been stated in that complaint, ensure and take the appropriate action. The people, I think, I just stopped there and said that we requested specifically that this body vote to remove Stu Soffer from this election commission, and that he not be allowed to to officially partake in any election as a member of this body. And I'm sure that at some point the county election Republican Party would appoint someone in this place based upon the facts that are stated in that particular complaint.
Mr. Whitfield, I'm not sure if that is the process in terms of us as a body removing one of the commissioners. I think they are appointed by their party, and their party has the prerogative to appoint their designee. Now, if there is not some evidence of some type of wrongdoing or malfeasance in office, then I'm not sure if this body could take that position. However, I will, as you requested in your complaint, I will forward that on tomorrow to the prosecuting attorney, who is the advisor to the Election Commission, and from that point, we'll get back with you and we'll share any comments and all that we get from our legal advice.
Yes, I would like to, I put the company's name. I don't want to change that to the proper name.
This is your folder.
Yes, sir.
This is your folder, and if you would like to have
that's the only thing I want to change in that.
If this is your folder,
yes,
and if there's anything that you would like to ask to have that back, you can. And then if you represent that to me again, I'll do the same thing I've done previously. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman, may I?
Yes.
Are we going to start complying with Arkansas law, or are we going to run this election commission the way that the Democratic County Central Commission?
What law we violated at
Okay.
this point?
Well, number one, if Mr. Whitfield wants to submit a complaint, there's a procedure. And the procedure is not through us. If he has a complaint of election law violation in accordance with 7-4-118, he has got avenues and vehicles to file the complaint. If this body receives a complaint as a result of an election, then we, by majority vote as an agenda item after everybody having due process to review the complaint, either forward it to the county clerk or the prosecuting attorney.
Yes.
So I would urge that perhaps we start following the procedures,
Well,
and
what is it-
Mr.
what is it we did
Whitfield
not
is
follow?
encouraged to do anything that he wants.
What is it we did not follow?
We are not the recipient and forwarding body for complaints that are not
But
reviewed,
you just said that we were.
no,
But
following an election.
Okay,
I tell you what, why don't we take about 2 minutes and give me an opportunity to find it and quote you chapter and verse?
no, we're
But-
gonna be dismissed. We're gonna be.
Pardon me?
We're going to be. We don't need that today. If you find that and you find that somehow we are in error, then I will absolutely stand corrected.
Then I go on record as cautioning you, and I use the word caution,
All right.
that you are setting yourself up.
Well, the last time, I
For-
think you threatened me 3 times the last.
No, no, I told you to take it any way you
No,
want, and
That's what you're saying. That's a threat as well.
I say what I'm gonna do, and I do what I'm going to say. I'm telling you that
Again, that's
what
the
is
4th
going
time-
on
that's
is
the
out
4th
of
time you
order.
threatened me. That's the 4th time you threatened me in 2 meetings.
Fine.
Fine.
I'm suggesting to you that what you're doing is not election commission procedure.
Okay. If there is a complaint,
I'm
that
new
com-
to this, I've only been doing it over 10 years. so-
Seniority has its place, but don't make it right. The point is that there's a point of a complaint that has come to the chair.
Well, first of all, okay, excuse me, sir, are you bringing this complaint before the commission?
I asked you if you wanted to read it. You could.
I'd like a copy of it,
Well, I'm sure that our administrator could do that. We could give you a copy of it.
whatever you
But I
want to
think
do.
Mr. Whitfield asked for it back to make some
But
correction.
you don't
in it.
make the decision to forward complaints to the prosecuting attorney. If
Oh.
you all want to do it by majority vote,
No.
fine, then we need to have an opportunity to read it and discuss it.
Well, that's a good point. We are going to give this back to Mr. Whitfield and let him make any corrections he thinks that he needs in his complaint. And from that point, the commission will forward this to the prosecuting attorney, who is our legal entity, and will ask for directions from him. That is a motion. Are there any discussion on the motion?
If I may, seconds are not required.
It's not required. We've already said
Commissioner
we-
Sims sat right there and heard seconds are not required, but yet you keep asking for a second.
I'm not sure where you are, Mr. Soffer. I just asked if there was discussion on the motion. I asked if there was discussion.
I apologize, I don't have my hearing aids in, forgive me.
Okay, well, I don't hear that well sometime myself, so that's all right.
Okay, what was the motion, please?
The motion was that we give Mr. Whitfield
I'd like to read Mr. Whitfield's complaint.
his complaint, return it to him, because he said there was some omissions, or he would like to correct in his paper, and he would forward it back to us. I indicated to him that if he did that, then the commission would then forward that to the prosecuting attorney for review. That's what I said to him.
And what I'm saying to you is, A, I'm reminding you, if I may, respectfully, it's a violation of law for you to conduct the election business by yourself.
Well, I'm asking. We have just asked for a
Number
discussion.
2, if we have a document before the commission, then I think the document needs to be made available to the media and the commissioners so we can review the document.
I don't have a problem with
I
that.
would also ask that we perhaps give Mr. Whitfield a copy of 7-4-118 in the event he would like to file a complaint against anyone with the State Board of Election Commissioners. We'll be happy to make a copy for him.
This- Any other discussion? Those in favor of the motion, vote by the sign of aye. Aye. Opposed?
I have to abstain because it
We have-
addresses me.
Let the motion, let the records reflect that Mr. Soffer abstained again. The motion carries, by the way. Any other items to come before the election commission? Are there any other items to come before the
Why
election
don't you
commission?
give us a second to look at the agenda and see? Well, I would just like, again, to,
Are we adding any other items before?
I have an item.
Okay, would you please,
As the longest-serving member of this election commission,
and out of all due respect, that's, we respect that, so.
I have an obligation to counsel my two associates in a friendly manner, not a negative manner, that to discuss and conduct the election commission business meeting outside of a meeting is a violation of law. And to use your platform for partisan agenda is a violation of law, and that's happening. I mean, this ain't my first rodeo.
Who are you talking to me? You talking to Ray?
I'm talking to you.
No, talk to me.
And her.
No. Talk to me. Because
I'm talking
what is the agenda item?
The agenda item.
What is the additional business to come before?
The agenda item is the sharing my experience and the law.
Okay.
And
what are you sharing? What are you
using
sharing?
it to counsel.
What are you sharing, Mr. Soffer?
I'm sharing that the way you're conducting business is inappropriate.
It might not be the way you conduct business. I conduct business based upon Robert's Rules of Order.
For small boards.
No, and small boards. I'm familiar with that. Thank you.
I withdraw the item, Mr. Chairman.
All right.
Shall we make Mr. Whitfield a copy of this
If there are no
document?
other items to come before this commission, then we stand adjourned. Thank you.